Hi everybody, my name is Sean Bouchard, and this is a super secret bonus edition of Play by Play. I'm just, I got ready for Play by Play a little bit early, so I'm going to stream some Mass Effect before 9 o'clock, and then go play Ori and the Blind Forest. We're gonna play video games tonight. It's gonna be great. I think I'm like trying to knock out some of these Citadel side quests. Is my agenda for this. So let me actually bring up my journal and forget the missions. Let's just look at assignments. That's later. Met a Vola scientist named Jalid. He wants to talk to Chorban in the ward somewhere, I think. Lower Markets. Return to Fist's office. Conrad is around. There's a C-Sec officer in the Presidium that I couldn't find last time. And keep looking at the keepers. All right, so let's go check out some places. I love that my chat is talking about MLA format for video games. That's pretty much the best. Now, I don't expect resistance at Chorus Den, but I did leave some guys alive in here. Oh, look. They're like, it's back in business.
Dancers are highly respected among my people, but I get the feeling these women are not held in high esteem.
The most interesting part of that to me is dancers are held in high esteem among my people. It makes me wonder what form that takes among the Canary. I don't think that, or not Canary, the different thing. Oh, now I can't think of it. Now all I can think is Canary. Whatever, among Tali's people. I don't think in later games we get to know more about her, and we get to sort of visit her people, the flotilla, but I don't remember anything about dancers. Quarian, thank you. Thank you, Wildcat. Alright, let's just zip through here.
Go away.
Yeah, Harkin's still Okay, so I'm curious, like, what is actually back here? Like, the dance hall is up and running again. Hey, kitten. So, my strategy, on people's suggestion, I gave Shiro a box up on the desk for her to lay in. She does not normally care much for boxes, is the thing. Like, she's not an internet cat. But I'm gonna see if this works. Maybe this will work. Whoops. Whoops. High caliber barrel, armor piercing rounds. That all sounds like good stuff. I should probably equip some of that at some point. Jesus, the ambient, like, moaning sounds, the fact that they remain at the same volume whether I'm in this room or, like, in the back room where there's nobody back there is extremely disturbing. Like, I find that super duper weird.
I'll get to you when I can.
I'm pretty sure there's a side quest associated with Jenna, but I guess I can't access it yet. Or maybe I access it from another place. Cat. See, now I'm just going to spend all of my time trying to keep the cat in the box. No. There we go. Okay, where am I going now? Now I'm going to, I think it might actually literally be just through these doors, but I'm not sure, so. Shiro, in the box. Okay. I'm looking for a... What am I looking for? Volus?
Best place on this ward to buy up?
Welcome back, Earth Clan. Will you be needing supplies for your return to the colonies?
I think I'll be going.
No.
As you say, Earth Clan. Good day to you.
I'm actually looking for the lower markets, aren't I? Is that just down these stairs? It is. Oh, there's Chorbon. That's who I'm looking
Commander,
for.
I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
Guys, behave yourselves. Seriously.
You can start by telling me the truth, Shorban.
Let's do this.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. My experiments are...
Quit stalling. Your friend, Jalid, told us about you.
You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
No, but you're gonna tell me. Everything.
You boys can go.
Oh, he had
Looks like my
backup.
plans have changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanners. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the Keepers?
What's so special about that?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct.
Okay.
After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever. You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
Why are you trying to kill your partner?
I'm not trying to kill him. Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
I should kill both of you idiots.
We
Come on,
lost our
guys.
heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. Commander, if you'll just continue gathering data for me, imagine what we might learn. And you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
I like this quest, though.
I suppose a little scanning here and there won't hurt anyone.
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jalid. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jalid won't help me analyze it.
I'll go have a chat with him right now.
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
See, she just wants to stand, like, right here underneath the camera. That's all that she wants to do. She just wants to... She can tell where my attention is focused. Babe. Good girl. So, double secret, double cross information. Everybody's lying. Everybody lies to Commander Shepard. Everybody lies to Commander Shepard. That's the lesson here. So if I go back to CSEC, I think I can talk to Jalid. I am playing the tech soldier hybrid class, which I forget what that's called. It's infiltrator. Shiro, I know that's where you want to stand. I know. Hey, babe, that's my light, and What do you, what's your end game here? You wanna, how about you come back and, good girl, just lie down. Just lie down and be a cat for a little bit, huh? How's that sound? Does that sound good? You know? Okay, I'm an infiltrator. I haven't taken that elevator, but I'm pretty sure it goes to the dockyard, and I don't think there's anything for me to do there. And this is the wrong way. And that's up. Is this one down? I should know all this by now. Oh shit, that wasn't right.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake.
Oh, I haven't done this yet.
System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre?
Spectre?
Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you got.
Such a
I'll open
fucking
the rare
Spectre.
stocks for you,
Oh my
Commander.
god.
Enjoy.
What does that involve? Grenade upgrade? I keep not using that. Light armor. I forget. I don't know what kind of armor I can use. I don't have enough money for any of this. I'm gonna get so much crap. It's not. It feels like it's not really worth buying anything unless it's like super awesome, or some of the upgrades maybe. Okay, so not that way. I guess, is it through this way? Is it upstairs? I feel like this is flight control something or other. No, this is where I want to be. Jalid.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorben?
Excuse me.
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
You lied to us about the Keeper data.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this
Why
to
would you
happen.
think he wouldn't tell us?
I was afraid Shorben would kill me to get the data, so well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
I'm scanning the Keepers for Shorben, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But, well, if you say so.
I'm not sure I totally understand this
Well,
character.
if Shorben can forgive and forget, then so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander.
Wait,
I
is
better
he-
go get that data analyzed.
Was he afraid of the risk? Like, did he chicken out? Is that what the deal was? Like, they got into business together. They were going to scan the Keepers and disseminate the data. And that seemed like a good plan at one point. And now he's got the data, and he wants to keep it for himself. It's not entirely clear why, but presumably there's some value in it. And he's worried that Chorben is gonna kill him for the data. But Chorben's also got the data, right? I mean, like, it's data. It's not a physical object. I mean, I guess the plan was to get rid of Chorben so that then he would have the only copy of the data and he could sell it exclusively for some kind of high price. He just got greedy. And he thought that Commander Shepard, being, you know, a human military drone, would just, like, kill this guy for him. And then, that's super weird. Super weird. I'm gonna take this elevator because I fucking love this song. I've literally had this song stuck in my head for the last couple days.
In other news, ExoGeniCorp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
I do wish I could talk to the characters during this elevator ride. And is this like a much, much longer elevator than the other ones? That seemed particularly long. Okay, I am up on the Presidium now. Let me just see if I can wander around quickly and find that dude that I'm supposed to talk to. Yeah, no, I know, but I'm on camera. You should go in here. I made this box for you. I made out of cardboard and duct tape. Just for you. There's a tiny little version of you in it. Right? You've got a little friend cat in the box. That is where you should be. Okay, where was the Hanar? Wasn't it like right here? Wasn't it like literally right here? Where else would it have been? I wonder if that's a little buggy. Like maybe the character disappears because I finished all of the... Like there's no reason for him to hang around when the Hanar's not there. And so it should remove the quest from my quest log, but it doesn't. Well, that's... Okay, so that's everything. That's all my shit. I should go talk to the ambassador at... Oh, fuck. I was just there. Why didn't I look at this then? Rotopenguin makes a fantastic point. The Presidium doesn't have twisty hallways that can be used to hide stuff that isn't loaded yet. So they have to load everything all at once, which means the elevator ride has to take longer because they have to load more stuff. Whereas right here, they only have to load literally this room and like all of these staircases. Because I could go down those stairs, but as soon as I approach those stairs, it'll start loading the hallways and rooms beyond. So it doesn't have to load all of those up front. Which is a great point. You guys are,
How can you fight your own people, Rex? There aren't that many of you left.
Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
Rex has a fucking great voice actor. I don't know who that is, but he's great. He's super great. So there's not an explicit... Yeezy is asking if there's a trigger for your teammates to chat or is it random. I'm not sure if you mean in the elevators or just like walking around in sort of in walk around mode. In the elevators, it's every elevator ride, at least so far, has had some kind of content, whether it's a radio news or conversation among the characters. In walking around, they I don't know that we fully explored the content that they have for extraneous dialogue, but they will occasionally be triggered by a location to say like, huh, or look at that. And then if you talk to them, they'll have something to say. Yeah, thanks, Eve. Just to let everybody know, I totally will spoiler like everything about Mass Effect. So if you're concerned about spoilers, then this is not the stream for you.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later. I'll tell you the
Jesus,
whole
Anderson.
story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my
Right,
shot.
I mean...
It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Like, he's humble, he's capable, he's a good commander, like, he's guiding you, he acts as a mentor. Not least of all, the character of Shepard respects him. Like, that comes through in her dialogue, which makes you as a player feel sympathetically the same, right? He is just such a fucking likable character, and such an incredible contrast to Udina, who is, you know, like, it's black and white. There's arguably a lack of depth to these characters, but it's pretty great. Yeah,
I won't let
I'm
you
good.
down, sir.
You can count on me.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I'm going to
What do you know
Artemis.
about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Look for the world with the Prothean ruins. All right, sounds good. Normandy looks pretty cool. Rex, do you have something to say?
Private docking bay. Wonder how much the Alliance had to shell out for this.
It's a good question, actually. So...
Stand by, shore party.
Where does the Alliance's wealth come from?
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. You got anything you want to say to them?
Oh, I love this.
Now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
I love
we have our orders. Find
BioWare
Saren before he
speech
finds the
giving.
conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse. But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space. For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of. Our enemy knows we're coming. When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too. This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on. The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren, no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
Procedural dramatic speech is totally fucking cool. And it's kind of neat how you get to do it so early in Mass Effect. Like, you do it at the end of Dragon Age Origins, I think. And I think you do it at the end of Mass Effect 2, like, you know, climax sort of moments. But it's kind of neat how the game, you know, starts off pretty early with that kind of thing. Okay, before we go underway, where is everybody? I know I have talked to Caden. He's over here. What's up, Caden?
Anything you need,
That
Commander?
lighting, man.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
We'll talk another time,
that sounds good.
Commander?
Tell me about your, you know, demons and shit sometime, but not now. Yay, experience for looking at ship things. Sleeper pods are interesting.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I mean, it doesn't seem like we use them that much.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
I don't want to ask about Caden.
Goodbye, Commander.
I don't care about Caden. I do love Dr. Chakwas, though. Like, she's a very cool character. This will take me down into the belly of the ship, I believe. Rex is there, I think, and so is Ashley. Yeah, there's Rex.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
Hi, monochrome?
Stories.
Monochrome? I can see chat and, especially during Mass Effect, try to keep on top of it. Less so when I'm doing regular play-by-plays, but ask the Quarian if you want stories. I kind of might,
live for centuries.
Actually.
Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
Shepard.
So people were infected with a genetic mutation. An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth. And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago.
Really?
The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard. You know, it's interesting. I mean, the races in this game are so flat. I mean, I feel like in Dragon Age, there's a lot of bias around. Yeah. Whatever. There's a lot of, you know, what you might consider like base stats in D&D. But I feel like there's a lot more variety in what you actually see. Like, there's the writers in Dragon Age take joy in creating these interesting, crazy, not nonsensical, just unusual, sort of unexpected, I guess, combinations of like race and class and interest and personality. And this idea that like it's not just that Krogan are built especially strong and they're, you know, predisposed towards violence, but there are literally no Krogan scientists. Out of all of the Krogan, none of them have intellectual interests. Out of all of the Solarians, I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe that's less total in terms of like career path, but there's such little variation in personality within the different species. It's certainly striking, and it's kind of like I don't know. It's less than... It's not super strong writing. It strikes me this time playing the game as like...
Commander?
Those characters would be better if they were a little bit deeper, a little bit like less two-dimensional. Dr. Darkheart says that they expand the races in the later games. And that's true, and I mean certainly like Grunt is a really interesting Krogan, but he still doesn't seem like he's that he still seems like his personality is so tied to the fact that he's Krogan. I don't know. There's a statement that it's making there about sort of inherent bias and the biology of people's, personalities and outlooks, and how some of that is fundamentally unchangeable. That I don't personally agree with. That I think I'm sort of. Just emotionally rebelling against. And Dragon Age is a much more liberal view of the world. Kyla, yes, I do have the King's Quest chime as a text message noise.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner.
Yeah.
No offense. I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
We came as soon as we got the distress.
You did the... If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been... They have... I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. Ma'am.
Okay, I just want to talk with everybody before we start our first real mission.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
I don't think that it's mechanically that important, but it gives us sort of a baseline for the narrative for all of the characters.
You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
But did he just quit?
It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical.
Yeah,
I just couldn't take
he
it
just quit.
I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
Garrus is the fucking best.
Looking over my
Just
shoulder,
spoiler
I can get the job done
for anybody who has not played this game.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Dr. Darkheart says they have a controversial opinion. They love the Mako. I can't wait until we play with the Mako because it's awful. But I'm really curious to see sort of how we all feel about it. And how it has aged. I mean, I've played this game fairly recently, but it's been a couple of years. Okay, who have I not? I haven't talked to Tali. Do you think she's down here? Yes.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
Jason is holding out for an RPG show called Mostly Grinding.
They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly.
That's good.
We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I want to talk about something else.
Okay, I just have a minute
Like
left,
what?
but...
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost
Tali's
3
also pretty
centuries
great.
since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to
Do
serve
go
as an
on.
automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI.
Hi, Gavin.
Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
Sure. How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
That's an interesting sci-fi proposition, but it's not a neural network.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more.
Does anybody know if this is actually represented in the mechanics of the game? Like, if you have multiple Geth fighting in an area, do they behave any differently than when there's like a single Geth? And I guess by the same token, do they behave any differently as you kill them off? I would be really curious to see if that's... I doubt it. I seriously doubt that is because it's not an obvious part of the experience of the game, and so you know, it would be essentially wasted effort. But it would make an actually really interesting sort of puzzle action game to have some programming that actually reflected that kind of dynamic. Okay, let's see if we can get out of this conversation.
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What did you do?
Tali really does talk about a lot, like, compared to Rex.
We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Jason suggests that the Geth stuff is for the RTS spin-off yet to come. That might actually get me to play an RTS. We'll see. We'll see. If they make that game, it'd be hard for me to resist.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exiled, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I just said they defended themselves.
I should go.
See you later.
Nope, we're done. Okay, save. Cool. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'm going to hop over real quick to change the game that's in Twitch, and then I will come back online in just a second with Ori and the Blind Forest. Oh, I guess I also have to plug in my Xbox controller. So give me 2 minutes, and then we'll start playing regular play-by-play. There were a couple questions that went by that I didn't get to because I was trying to get through all of this conversation with NPCs, and I didn't want to talk over them, but if you have a question that you want me to answer in a regular Q&A, put it on the forum, which you can find on my Twitter page. Eve, if you wouldn't mind putting up a link to the forum, that would be awesome. And people can post Mass Effect questions there, and I will answer them during Q&As. Yeah, awesome. We'll do this again sometime. I'll see you all in just a minute. Bye.